Come on in. I thought I was done for the day, but no, I'm back. I'm back. Let's get into the disclaimer. Let's get into the video. We got to talk about our good friend, Wendy Williams. Many people, and I talked about Wendy yesterday, many people are concerned that nobody's following up with what's going on with Wendy and her conservatorship. Why don't anybody care about Wendy's and her conservatorship? They had a whole group of people. We get it. We're glad that Britney Spears got out of her conservatorship. But why isn't people following up on Wendy's conservatorship? And why isn't her friends checking into what's going on? Is her money being used properly? Will there be anything left for her son? I'm sure who's in her will. What's really going on? Who's following up? One of my favorite channels said that they were going to follow up with the family, see what they could do. But let's get into the disclaimer and then let's get into the clip. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, so there are a lot of people live, but I still had to go live because I didn't want to do it later. Let's get into this Wendy Williams situation because they're stating that Wendy's case is definitely worse than Brittney because at least Britney Spears had her dad. At least Britney Spears had her dad. Now, whether you want to look at that or how that transpired, what transpired, did it work in her benefit? Did situations happen? There are whole pages that talks about Britney Spears, the dad, the lawsuit that was supposed to go full speed ahead in the courts, and then somehow, some way, it got changed up. Why? Because so many people would have been exposed. I'll say it. Famous people need to be careful with these guardianships. Famous people really need to be careful with these guardianships. They tried to put Kanye under one, and he was a billionaire and lost a lot of it. Now he has what, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million. I don't know what it is because remember, Adidas gave him some money after they sold some of his stuff last year. Now the Yeezys are in retail stores. Okay, allegations surrounding Wendy Williams' guardianship have resurfaced, according to TV host, longtime friend, Regina. I'll just say that. This is Britney Spears' thing, and it's basically worse. Let's see. And it's not even Wendy's family who has control. At least Britney basically had her dad, basically what they're saying. And it was family. This is a woman who is not even family. And how does the guardianship get all the standing? So many people were saying that Wendy's house was sold, her penthouse, what she loved. Where's all that money going? Who's keeping an eye on the guardian and who's watching what's being spent, how it's spent, and is everything going to be gone from her son? And are they trying to make it seem like it's for her care? Told y'all this before. If Wendy would have been married, this wouldn't have been happening at all. Real talk, I'm not even going to play with y'all. I almost wish she would have married that jeweler. Yes, I'm saying it. I'm saying I almost wish she would have married the jeweler because they couldn't have played with Wendy like this. These famous people have to be careful. Brittney got married
But they still didn't give control to the husband, not really. But Wendy got a divorce from Kevin. So now she's a single individual in the hands of the courts. You can't play with people if they're married. You can't play with people if they're married. And the family probably thought that everything's going to be all right. But remember how Wells Fargo's did their thing, and then what happened with the courts, and then the family alleged they had guardian, whether it was whoever, whether the son really did or didn't, but then they were looking at allowing the sister, and then there was a situationship, and then they put this other woman in place of a family member. Why aren't people caring about Wendy, and why are they not looking into what is happening with our girl? Why aren't any of her famous friends speaking up, going to the court? We need to know where she at, what's going on with her money. Are y'all trying to take everything from the son? Will there be anything left? Wendy talked about a lot of people over the years. Where's all her friends from the last 3, 4, 5 years? Did they just give up and give up on her? Even though there's medical things going on, why can't her family attend court, spend time with her during her time of need? Why isolate her from a family even visiting her? Now, mind you, it was reported that she could call them. I don't know any case in regards to guardianship that a family can't visit a person in a facility. The family can't visit her in the facility and she's under a doctor's care? Who isolates a person from their family? And are they going to start letting her see her family when she's gotten so far along where she won't even remember what's really going on? Then they're going to say, oh, they visit her. They visit her now. When she can't say this is happening, that they got mad. I'm sure they got big mad. You know, that's my word. Big mad. They probably got big mad when she did that video, when she talked about her credit card being used and what's happening with Wells Fargo, and it's not fair. Y'all remember when Wendy talked about that? Britney Spears was placed under a guardianship. It lasted 13 years. February 2008, and her father, Jamie Spears, he was appointed guardian. Brittney Spears confirmed there's concerns in November 20th. So she was under guardianship for a long time, pleading with the courts in regards to removing her dad. In November 21, the judge ruled and terminated the conservatorship. After people were protesting, allege. Wendy Williams' guardianship started in 2022. After Wells Fargo froze her accounts and requested court's hearing to determine whether she needed a guardian. How is that not legal? That your bank? Who are you to call them and say, I need that? But if she would have been married, baby, she wouldn't have to go through this because you would have had to talk to a husband. And that's why Wendy kept saying, no, I'm married. They wouldn't let her get married. They probably wouldn't have let her get married. And she kept telling everybody, I'm married. I'm married. Because somebody probably told her if she was married, this wouldn't be happening to her. Wendy Williams' guardianship started in 2022 after Wells Fargo froze her accounts, and we all remember that, and we were frustrated, and people were removing their money from Wells Fargo account because they said they could do it to her, they could do it to us. Wells Fargo froze her accounts and requested the court's hearing to determine whether she needs a guardian due to her ongoing health concerns. Baby, I wish somebody would. How is it that people aren't standing up for her? Was she that far removed that her family can't fight to see her? No lawyer standing up? This is sad, y'all. This is sad. And maybe her family doesn't know what to do. Maybe her family didn't know what to do. Many people saw what was going on in regards to the documentary, how she looked, how they were, and that's a part of it too. What they were allowing, her getting in the car, going to a store, she was by herself. We saw stuff we shouldn't have been seeing, but she should have been able to have a full-time nurse 24/7, stay in her crib, be okay. But nah, she locked up into a facility. Her place is sold. They didn't want the documentary to come out. Why? It's so sad that Wendy's going through this and none of her friends have did and continuously did interviews and saying, we're doing the best we can. Are there any attorneys that can help us? With friends like her, that she... And when you look at the Britney Spears stuff, go look at pages in regards to Britney Spears for over the last 3 years. Jaw-dropping, concerning. Remember how there was alleged 600 million missing? Money missing. And alleged moved around. There's no telling if that's happening with Wendy right now. The things people will do. How they tried to put Kanye under a conservatorship. And Kanye said, I wish you would. Kanye family stood up. He had cousins. He had Virgil. He had people saying, we wish you would. Try that with Kanye. We see what's going on with Brittney. Y'all not going to try that with Kanye. We're not going to allow it. And Kanye stood up for himself and he talked about the K's and the J's trying to put him under a conservatorship so they would have basic control of his money. Because right now, the allegations in regards to the K's and the J's, they have all these alleged loans. These allegations in regards to was Brittney money moved around, alleged, to help different famous people. Y'all can go look it up. Jaw dropping. And were they feeling like, oh, she can make more? Hollywood, quiet life, making your movies, making your music, Hollywood, doing stuff, saying stuff. People need to be careful. What's happening to Wendy? Remember how she said, you could be next. This could happen to you. Whatever's going on, they need to put a stop to it because this could happen to the next famous star. They even talked about putting Justin Bieber under conservatorship. And I'm sure his mom was like, knock, knock, wake up. They about to do some stuff to you next. Her sister tried to speak out. She tried to do interviews. And then the ex-husband steps in and was like, oh no, you was trying to take money. You was... What? The niece was on the show. Wendy, there's people around you that's trying to take your money. They're just here, taking you out of town without permission. There was so much that went on. So much. These famous people need to be very, very careful about this conservatorship because there's people that are having financial problem and they're looking to put these famous people under alleged guardianships. Told y'all, Wendy would have been married, this wouldn't have happened. She would have married that jeweler, this wouldn't have happened. That's almost what she needed to do. Sad but true. Sad but true. And he could have made sure, alleged, the son would have got what he needed. She's unmarried. Wells Fargo did what? Is because they were having financial issues. She had most of her money, almost all her money in one bank. Everybody learn something. Don't put all your money in one bank. Spread it around. That way, if you have a concern, a bank got issues, you can go get money from somewhere else. Did they convince her because she had the show? Did they convince her to just go through Wells Fargo? And when she tried to move her money from Wells Fargo, they immediately presented the guardianship. So concerning. So concerning. With everything that's going on, Wendy would be talking about these stars, what's going on with everybody, what's going on with the regards to Diddy, what's going on in regards to the K's and the J's. Wendy used to bring it. She used to bring us the TTTTT. She used to ask the question in interviews that everyone wanted to ask. Everyone wanted to know. She rocked it to the beat of her own drum. And right now, she's somewhere where her family can't even visit. Why isn't anybody saying it's almost like, I don't know if I can say that word. Because who does that? Who says that a family can't visit you? That's unheard of. That's unheard of. Unless there was issues in regard to complaints filed, then we get it. But the whole family, her father can't see her? Huh? If her mother would still been around, I feel sad for her dad. Because her dad lost the mom. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. Lost the mom, and then he has to see his daughter. He has to see his daughter experiencing this. He is older. They wouldn't give guardianship to him. Yeah, if he's 50, 60, sure. Because Brittney Spears' dad was her guardian until he was, at what age, and then he started having medical issues. I could not imagine how her dad feels. I couldn't imagine how her brother feels. And I don't even think we really heard too much from the brother. Remember, he was making videos. Oh, I'm Wendy's brother. Wendy. He would put Wendy in his title. She went through a divorce from that man because he was cheating and had a baby. Y'all, people need to wake up. This Hollywood stuff, interesting. Concerning. I could not imagine. They say that she's isolated, and the guardian is basically worse than what Brittney Spears dealt with. And nobody's talking about it. We got the Krishan, we got the Blueface, we got the Kardashian stuff. Nobody wants to talk about Wendy. Is it a distraction that other stuff be coming out because they don't want Wendy? Who's this guardian working with? What happened to that money in regards to her place being sold? What has been allocated to her son, who is her heir? Legally, is this right? She still has a living, willing heir. And how is it that he's excluded from her wealth? People need to wake up. People need to wake up. And I don't understand how her friends that would do carpets, be on her shows, pitched in for her for two, 3 shows, pitched in for a year. None of them are going to the courts and saying, we want to know what's going on with our friend. I didn't see. Y'all let me know. I didn't see none of the friends show up to her court date. Did y'all? Those friends got that money, stepped in for her, and we haven't heard that they stepped in and went to court to see what's going on. And I think they're trying to say some of this guardian stuff is sealed. It's sealed. And there's questions in regards to some of the stuff in regards to these different guardianships. Look at pages that talked about a man won a lawsuit. Go back. A man won a lawsuit, won a lot of money. They tried to put him under guardianship, made him get lawyers, and a lot of his money is gone. They were trying to say he was unable to work what he was working. People got to be careful. There's stuff that's going on in Hollywood, baby. There's stuff that's going on in Hollywood. Hollyweird. But we need to pray for Wendy. We need to pray for her family. If her father was younger, I'm sure he would try to do something. He's older. He's just trying to keep calm, chill, do his thing. You know, it was a lot. We would see Wendy and her parents, you know, the parents used to sit up front, laugh, come to the show. Memory loss is a huge thing from what she's dealing with. It's a concern. And it's sad that she can't speak up to herself, for herself. And how is that legally right that none of her family can't even visit her? Brother, the dad. I couldn't imagine my daughter being somewhere, locked away. Sister can't visit. Father can't visit. Brother can't visit. Sister-in-law can't visit. Friends can't visit. And nobody's saying nothing? Why isn't there more an uproar about what's happening to Wendy? Why didn't they want the documentary to come out? Because then there was more names attached to who was her guardian. Baby, let's get to this. It's being reported Krishan Rock to jail, having jail time in regards to the altercation with James Wright, claiming she chipped his tooth and it was bloodied his nose. So she's having concerns because of what she did with James, and then there's the Oklahoma situation. So Whack 100 did a video saying, what do y'all expect for me to do? She is under warrants. She broke her probation. The judges are going to do what they want to do. And he was basically saying, she will get a bond, maybe if she gets to Oklahoma or some whatever state that is. But in regards to her being in LA, I think she had no bond. I think they made it a lesser charge because they were saying that her rings weren't weapons. It was just rings. You know what I'm saying? But at first, people really thought, oh, she's going to be in trouble. And she removed those rings, remember? She removed those rings. Everybody's talking about it right now. Let's see. Krishan Rock reportedly sentenced in Los Angeles and awaiting extradition to Oklahoma. So it was Oklahoma. For the price of fame. Doing this, doing that, going live, trending. Blueface in jail. She went to go see Blueface for his hearing, and then they got her. They took the baby. They wanted to make sure the baby went with Marsh, Krishan's friend. Blueface dad is trying to be there for his son, but then Krishan gets locked up. He was like, I'm the grandfather, but I'm not taking care of the child. Because he, of course, didn't know how much time Krishan was going to get. But he went with Krishan. He walked into the building with Krishan, and they were waiting on Krishan with them boards. We saw a guy that had the papers in his pocket. I don't know if those were papers regarding Krishan, but she had got away with it last court hearing. They said, oh, no, we're waiting on you. We know what you look like. We know you coming back to look cute. And she did. So we'll wait to hear what's going to happen in regard to Oklahoma. Now, I don't know if the James Wright thing happened in Los Angeles or it happened in Oklahoma. But if you're on probation, you can't get in trouble. You can't do stuff that's going to get you in trouble to violate your probation. Whack 100 spoke up and he's basically like, y'all want me to do something. People, of course, get out, they get bond, but she had warrants. And I don't know if it was 2 or 3, but she had warrants. Blueface broke his probation. That's why he's been in jail. And remember, they were saying Whack 100 said Blueface was going to be out in a month or two. Blueface has been in jail for almost 5 months. Oh, Blueface should be home in the summer. He been in jail for 5 months. And then I guess there's allegations in regards to Krishan Rock's family is trying to put up GoFundMe's to try and help in regards to her legal battle. And then people are showing amounts and people are on the phone talking with the lawyer and we're trying to, and then remember, Krishan is supposed to be rich. She was calling people broke. She's supposed to be rich though, right? Sad. She should have never put herself in this situation knowing she's a mom. No, the James Wright thing, now I don't know if she was intoxicated and that's why it happened, but James was like, the event is over. Krishan thought she was gonna get on stage and what's going on? Why are we back here? I'm ready to do my little set. James was like, the show's over. And he was like, no, it's really over. And I was supposed to do a set. And me and Tamar talked about it. And then her and James Wright had an issue. Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should experience that. Nobody. And then, of course, Tamar came out. She spoke up. She felt bad. Her and James have been friends for a very long time. Remember when Krishan was trying to grab Toni Braxton's hand and Toni was like, why are you coming in between me and my sister during prayer? So there was a lot going on that day. Remember the tour manager had spoke up and Tamar was a little upset, but she was okay because it's his right. It was a tour that he was helping Tamar on. He spoke up. Krishan is like, they're lying. I ain't do nothing to that man. And then he was in a chair getting his teeth fixed. And then a month later or so, he showed a picture in regards to someone wiping him down, showed a chipped tooth, and he did a video that what happened to him. Nobody should ever put their hands on anybody. So concerning. So concerning. What other topic we got, y'all? We talked about, so let's see. Krishan Rock reportedly sentenced in Los Angeles following the arrest over the felony fugitive warrant. Sad but true. That was the day she got arrested. They had her in handcuffs. She was walking in to the courts. Sad but true. I don't know why she didn't think that they weren't. I mean, you're at jail. You're in court. There's police officers everywhere. Sad but true. Krishan Rock arrested for active warrants while attempting to support Blueface at his court hearing. What a mess. What a mess. So I had read a report in regards to, I saw something that said she may have to do 30 days in LA and then she may get transported to Oklahoma. Let me see what I've been busy today making videos, y'all. I made one this morning, 9, 10, 2 hours almost. Then I made one 2 hours ago, almost an hour and a half. So I've been kicking these videos out. Let's see. Looks like Krishan Rock booked Shows that she made an appearance in court on Friday, June 14th, where she will receive, yeah, here it is, she will receive 30 days jail sentence. That's basically in Atlanta. Then, according to the Shade Room, Rock will be transferred to Oklahoma after she's sentenced for her initial charges. That's crazy. I read it again. Looks like Krishan Rock is booking, and that was on Friday, and it looks like she'll receive the 30-day jail sentence, and then she'll be transferred to Oklahoma. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what the judge is going to give her for the Oklahoma situation. But like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. How do you feel about everything that's going on with Krishan? Blueface. They had an issue with Blueface and the mom not getting along. They're in the hallway. Did a great job covering that. Did a great job covering, talking to the mom, talking with the dad. It's like, you're the grandpa. Why won't you take the child if the child is comfortable living in with you and Blueface and Krishan? You're in Blueface home. Why won't you? He's like, I'm not taking that child. Nope. And Krishan called her friend Marsh. You feel like they set her up? Who do you think? You're not the first to say that. Who do you think set her up? You're not the first. I've heard this twice. Who do you feel set her up? Or she went to court a month or two ago for Blueface. Remember how she was like, oh, the judge let him hold the baby. I was about to hold him too and hug Blueface. And people were like, wait a minute, if he's chained from the side and the ankles, how is he able? Because maybe he, was able to hold the baby right at the stomach. You know what I'm saying? But who do you feel set her up? You think so? I've heard that. I've heard that. So why do you think that that's a possibility? Do you think that she was trying to get the baby for filming? Why do you think allege? Why do you think she set her up? Do you think it's for media clicks and views or to get the child? Because remember, she was saying, oh, March is coming to get the baby. Why won't the grant? She was like, everybody was possibly willing to take the baby, but the father. Money? Oh, wow. Wow. To try and get her money and access to her money of what she has. And then do you think that she would then give passwords, passcodes to try and get her money, allege, to try and help her with bond? Okay, you that rich? Let me see if I can get access to it. Let me get the baby. Let me get access. Do you think that's what it was? To get the baby, try and get access to her money so she knew how much she was getting and making. And she was like, ain't nobody taking my baby but Marsh. I think Marsh is a friend, right? Marsh is not a sister, right? It's a best friend, right? No, let me know if I'm right about that. I know they've been cool. Marsh was the one that had the child when Krishan was at the studio and Blueface did XYZ to Marsh. I remember that. And Krishan said, don't let that baby out of your sight. Hold on to him. He get in a vehicle, you get in the vehicle too. He goes somewhere, you go too. That was a whole mess. And people were like, they're surprised the child didn't get taken away then because she was recording. And then remember when she was at either Blueface's house, the baby was in the front seat and he was like recording the baby. So much was going on. They wanted to lock them up though. There was a lot going on. So, and then remember how the mom, Blueface mom, was like, let's take the baby inside the court and let Blueface decide where the child should go. She wanted Blueface to make the decision that the child would go with her. But if the mom had already made decision, and if if a Krishan was getting locked up, I'm sure protective custody or child protective custody was there. And Krishan had to decide who was going to take the child. I'm surprised they let Marsh take the child not being there. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Child Protective Services didn't even remove the child from the courthouse, take the child somewhere else, and have Marsh do an interview, talk with them. Who are you? What's your housing situation? I'm surprised about that. With everything that was going on, I'm surprised that they were like, Marsh, get up here. They gave Marsh about an hour, whatever, 30 minutes, whatever it was. She got up to that court though. And then as soon as Marsh got there, the baby was in the bathroom getting changed. And then alleged Blueface dad would say, record. I want to see what you're doing, what you're saying. Nobody can take pictures of the baby. And Marsh was like, oh no. And then there was a whole thing about that. There was a whole thing about that. You think she would have had the baby all over social media to make money off the baby? Just your opinion. I get it. Because I'm telling you, you're not the first that said that. And I appreciate you being here. Did you like the video? I got one like. Did you like the video? Like the video for me. Oh, because I think you're right. Think about it. The mom had said she brought her cameras. She brought her cameras because she had said she had gotten a little tea from WAC 100 and she was hoping that Blueface was going to get out that day, and that's why she alleged brought those You are right. She was hoping, well, wait a minute, because if she was hoping Blueface was getting out, she was trying to record that. But then people are saying that they think she had something to do with Krishan maybe getting locked up, but then Blueface might not have taken the child. But then she was going to look like alleged the Good Samaritan taking the child. And maybe that's why she was like wanting Blueface to make a decision. Yeah, Mom, you take the child. You take the child. I'm surprised protective custody didn't make a decision. But you got to remember, I don't think the family is on the birth certificate though. So I'm wondering if that's why they're saying, maybe she said, he denied the baby. I can't confirm or deny if that's really the grandma. As a mom, I'm deciding where my child is going to go. And maybe Protective Service spoke with Marsh on the phone. How close are you? I'm 5 minutes away. Yes, will you take the child? Yes, I'm on my way. And then Marsh didn't want to deal with all the foolishness and talk with people. She was like, I got a hair appointment. I'm about to get out of here. I ain't fooling with y'all. I don't want to talk with y'all because I know I see it's already an issue. Marsh got the baby and got up out of there. She sure did. She wasn't there for the foolery. And Marsh probably realized Blueface's mom had the cameras. And then I think Donat was just trying to say, is everything good? You good? She was like, look, hi, everybody. I'm not trying to talk with nobody. I got a hair. And she had her hair in a bun. She went straight into that bathroom, grabbed that baby. So it's sad that Blueface is locked up. Krishan is locked up. She had these warrants. Now remember, go back. Krishan had said she did a video saying she's working through everything with her lawyers. Krishan family was supposed to have her baby. Yeah, I agree. As a mom, I would want to say my child is going with this friend, whether they're direct family, best friend, or whatever. I think the mom should have a right who she feels the baby would be safest with. She know how her friends move. She know how her friends take care of their children. So I would only think that a mom should have a right. But remember, Blueface didn't like that. Krishan had made a decision. And then everybody's like, Blueface dad said, we're going to go with what her wishes are. That's what we're going to do. And then people were like, well, she locked up. Why can't we make a decision? No. Blueface dad said, no, we're going to go with where Krishan feels that her baby should be. Luckily, Blueface dad was there to speak up and speak out. Could you imagine if Blueface dad wouldn't have gone? It would have been a whole mess. It would have been a mess. He didn't want to take the child because Krishan had made a decision that the child is to go with Marsh. I don't even think she said, no, the child goes with the dad. And there was no back and forth about the child going with Blueface dad. The child is supposed to go with Marsh. So the mom made a decision, and that's what happened. And protective custody let it happen. I'm surprised they let the child stay there and didn't take the child out of the courthouse. I'm surprised they let the child stay there and didn't have Marsh come to the protective custody place and pick the child up. She must have said, I'm right here. I'm gonna pick him up in 5-10 minutes. And they probably let it happen. It's sad though. No woman wants to be in the jail. You got a baby that's under 1 or 2. You know, I don't know. Prayers go out to her. I mean, decisions were made. And then, did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video where Blueface was trying to reach out to Kim Kardashian to try and help get Blueface and Krishan out of jail? Kim adds her name to cases that's people that are already about to be discharged. Kanye told us that. Sometimes it could be expedited maybe through Kim's team. But yeah, there was a post in regards to Blueface mom trying to seek out help from Kim. Please help me get my son out and Krishan out. What's she gonna do? They got their own law cases that they dealing with. I'm talking about that. He is getting heat from people saying,
you're being so weird, bro. Not gonna lie, everybody who made yesterday a weird thing, you know we go, right? All right, bet, we good. Chat, everybody who made yesterday weird, here's the thing, okay? First things first, bro.
He went to North Party and people are calling it out.
Favorite streamer, bro. Okay? So yesterday, all she wanted to do was meet me, bro. That was it. Literally. All she wanted to do was to meet me. So anybody who was making it weird, like, that's the weirdest thing ever because, like, bro, I have a whole bunch of parents whose daughters and sons would love to meet me, bro. And if I could, I would just meet everybody. You feel what I'm saying? We had a great time yesterday. Vlog drops tomorrow. The vlog drops tomorrow, bro. Other than that, I had fun. Ray met Kim Kardashian. I met Kim Kardashian. I have met North. She's great, bro. Like, she has a good group of friends around her. Like, everything was great, bro. Like, to everybody who literally made yesterday week.
Yeah. Kim's being called out because she's putting her daughter in situationships and people are saying she needs to do better with parenting. It's nothing that North did wrong. He could actually be her favorite streamer. He actually could be. But they questioned Kim 2 years ago or a year ago when Ice Spice came to the house. It's like, why are you seeking adults to entertain your daughter? Why aren't you seeking young, famous kids to entertain your daughter? Kim wants to trend. Kim wants to go viral. When he announced he had 700 million in his stream, that probably, she was like running for her team. Oh, North's Party. Because she probably didn't want to go live on his stream because people would have had a fit. Many people say he thinks this is a flex. People are saying end of an era, alleged. This is not a flex. But some people want to meet their famous people that they looked up to back in the day. But the Kardashians have so much going on. Kanye has so much going on. I'm going to keep talking about it. Kanye has a lawsuit in regards to an ex-employee. And then he has people speaking out of what they experienced with Kanye and Diddy. That's why people are like, Kai Cenat, you got to be careful, bro. Nothing against North. North is a young child. She don't know what's going on. People are saying it's Kim that's putting North in media. People are looking to Kim. They're saying she's trying to put her daughter in media. Good, bad, or indifferent. You know, nothing against North. North is a child. We don't talk about children in regards to choices or decisions they made. It's up to Kim and Kanye. But they keep questioning Kris in regards to what she did with Kim. Now they're saying they're questioning Kim of what Kim's doing with North. And people are speaking out. So sad. So sad. And a mother, just like Krishan, a mother's supposed to protect their child. Kim is supposed to protect her daughter, mind, body, soul, and spirit. But she's pushing her in media. She's pushing her in media. They're giving kids a storyline on their Hulu show because the ratings are up, down, up, down. Is Kanye wife pregnant? I don't know. I'm concerned about Bianca. Kanye had her in a sheet last week, girl. Oh, let's go. I don't know if you're a girl guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kanye had his wife in a sheet last week. A sheet, a tan sheet. And I don't even know if she had undergarments. Again, people are wondering what's up with Kanye. Is he okay? Girl, okay, I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Remember when she first married Kanye? I love when my people come in. We just be chatting. It's always normally when there's people chat with me, it's normally one or two. This is funny. But remember how when Bianca came on the scene, she kept dyeing her hair, so everybody's like, she can't be pregnant because she dyed her hair. But there was always story. Bianca's pregnant. 2 months later, Bianca's pregnant. 2 months later, Bianca's pregnant. But it's sad because Kanye now has Bianca in this her name is mentioned in this lawsuit concerning. I could not imagine being in Bianca's family. And that lawsuit came out. Because then you wonder if when they were on that boat, what was really happening. If you hear what was said and what Kanye said to these people in regards to the allegations, I'm wondering, alleged. Kanye hasn't been charged. Diddy hasn't been charged, but a judge jury will have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. But could you imagine? And like I told people in some of my other videos, I asked guys, what do they think about how Kanye treats his wife? They said he don't respect her. He's using her to help him get back on track. I asked 3 guys. They said he don't respect her. He's using her to get back on track. And maybe once he gets back on track, he gonna just possibly keep or just let go. Because she's smart and intelligent. Because what they do in their own home, that's their own home. But to have her out with no undergarments, that's an issue. I asked 3 guys. They said no. Men don't normally do that to their girls. They don't have them out like that. And then some women are copying Bianca. And those women need to be careful because they can be in situationships around weird guys. And then they'll ask, well, what were you wearing? XYZ. Oh, really? And then guys are weird. Oh, well, look at what her outfit is. There was guys that was doing that last night. Talking about the girl that's in the lawsuit that's helping her ex-manager. They were on her page talking about her bathing suits. And oh, you're really upset about what happened in that suit. It was cringy. I had to cut it off. I was like, I can't believe guys are talking about a victim's experience and what she experienced. And it's like, if you're a dad, you should be ashamed of yourself. Allow victims to speak out without you talking about their outfits or what they're wearing. Even though she's in a bikini, maybe she's a bikini model. It's sad how, and in my chat today, guys were like, oh, she's a friend of, she's lying, she's trying to clout chase. Believe victims. And I said in the comments, I need every one of these guys that's in my chat. Talk with your mother. Talk with your sister. Find out if they've ever experienced anything concerning and if they've ever felt uncomfortable. Be respectful in the chat, you guys. They don't play. David, be respectful in the chat. They deleted your comment. Let's go. Me and Let's Go having a good conversation over here, and David over here making comments. That's not acceptable. Yes, money is the root of. It's concerning. And like I said, there's Hollywood, famous people that like their private life, protect their kids from media, don't show the school they go to. They like to make their money. They make their money. They make their music. Don't film our children. They're very protective. Why isn't Kim like that? I recently saw a video. North walks into a room and Kim says, oh my goodness, North, you look like a teenager. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Kim will sometimes, it's so creepy and cringy. Kim will sometimes put North in her clothes. Have you ever seen North in outfits that's too big for her? expensive stuff. Didn't Kim say she stopped wearing jewelry because of what she experienced out of the country? I'll be general, but you got your daughter in yours and some of your clothes. What you doing, Lala? What's up, homegirl? You don't see what's going. And see, you got to remember, some of the famous people, they're too rich to pay attention to what's really going on. Jeff Bezos, clueless. His girl, clueless. They don't know. They don't know what's going on. Yes, she did. She said, "Oh my God, North, you look like a teenager." North laughed. Do y'all remember the video when North was somewhere traveling with her mom? And the crowd was shouting, "North, North." She came in. Kim was sitting there. Chris was sitting there. And they was like, "North, what's going on?" She was smiling. She was so happy. She was like, "Grandma or Ma, they were shouting my name, North, North." Chris immediately went out with North to that crowd to wave at people. It's like she was proud of that moment that people were shouting out her granddaughter. Concerning, I'm just calling it out. At first I wasn't gonna make videos, but it's like, no, people need to know. People need to know what the PR stunts are. People need to know how they play with media. People need to know that they're trying to trend on stuff. The mom wants those girls to date. Look at Kylie. Kylie dated Tyga at what age? And they put him on the show. Tyga allegedly kicked Black China out to date Kylie. Remember, yeah, I remember that video when Kim and North was doing something and the designer and North was saying, "Mom, I'm not going to lie to you. If I feel that your outfit is not acceptable, I'm not going to tell you that your jewelry, it kind of looks like it's from the dollar store or something." North was going in. North was going in on Kim. And see, this is the biggest thing. Why is Kim putting her in that position? She knows, is she having a good time because she knows her daughter's unfiltered like the dad? Normal moms protect their daughter's mind, body, soul, spirit. And Kim loves to compete with Beyonce and Blue Ivy. Kim loves to compete with Blue Ivy and Beyonce. And she's all, and think about it. Beyonce had already mentioned that they were going to do the sequel for The Lion King. North don't know nothing about auditions and stuff. It was Kim. It was Kim and probably Chris. She do look like Kanye. And I'm wondering if that's... So this is not to shame or embarrass. Many people, because sometimes I'll ask, do y'all think she okay? They say she's not okay. Either she's doing what she's doing to do what she do to rile up Kanye, because we saw the gaslighting. What guy do you know will put a child's, your children's initial on their neck? What mother do you know is going to let their daughter sit on some guy's lap on a go-kart? Baby, most women would have flipped out. You got one daughter on your lap, you got another daughter in the back riding along with y'all. And she made sure that video got out. So some people are saying she doing what she doing to kind of make Kanye mad. Alleged. Sad but true. But Kanye do stuff with North too, though. And many people say she's the reason why he lost everything. Who was it? Oh, let me see. Who was it? Jason Lee, baby. Jason Lee said he saw the gaslighting. He saw the gaslighting. It was gaslighting like no other. He saw what Kanye was going through. They said that they knew how to get under Kanye's skin. I believe it. But can I tell y'all something? That man wanted her. He got her. Now he got kids with her. Just like Portia. Portia wanted Simon. She got Simon. Now she getting a divorce from Simon. And every week, Simon loved to say something in those comments. It's interesting to me. It's interesting to me. So does she do what she do because she wants to get Kanye riled? I don't understand why he not speaking up. And why he not saying nothing? You see how when she was dating Odell, Kanye didn't say nothing because I think Odell's been around the family for a while. I do. I think Odell was around the family for a while, but as soon as Kim said, "Oh, I'm thinking about having a child," she wasn't talking about, "Oh, I want to get married," and she was talking about having another child, be in a relationship, have another child. But I think he lost it because of going through the divorce and separation, and they know how to gaslight him. But he also puts North in videos too. Remember how he was fussing? Stop putting my daughter on TikTok. Don't put her on TikTok. Don't have her out there like that. And it seems as if Kim didn't want her knowing the words to different songs. So then people were talking about her. Why would you have her singing something, lip singing? Why not have her practice? So we knew, I kind of knew when she was going to do that Lion King thing, I kind of knew she wasn't going to have her practice the right way. She wanted it to be bloopers and blunders. She wanted it because that's what's going to trend. Think about when Kim was getting, and then this is the other thing people were talking about. People were saying Kim used North to take away her getting booed at the Tom Brady roast. They're saying Kim added North to that, to try and outshine Beyonce Blue Ivy, and to take away from her getting booed at the roast in regards to Tom Brady. Also, I did a video on it. They were saying that the comedians didn't know Kim was coming. Tom knew, and maybe Kevin, because somebody had to help her write her jokes. What she said about Kevin was unacceptable, but then somehow, some way, her boos got taken out. Kim's team probably didn't expect for people to record from their televisions. So the boos are still out there. But a lot of stuff they can get wiped off. But the people were already recording it and talking about it. So they were saying that she does stuff for a PR stunt, and if it doesn't go the way she wants, if she doesn't want it to go the way she wants, she'll do something else to trend. So now everyone's saying she's trying to utilize her daughter to have a storyline to be talked about, and it's almost like they're saying she's young enough to handle it, but not really. And they're saying Kim don't care. Kim just wants to trend and go viral. And they said she's using North for relevancy. That's what they saying, y'all. A mom is supposed to protect their daughter, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Moms teach your daughters different. They are saying that their morals continue to be questioned. Kim and Kanye's. Prayers go out to them because they're only young kids. And then they say child stars struggle with stuff. There are famous people that make TikTok, they go viral, they struggle with stuff. Right or wrong. There's young adults, 18, 19, 20, that's doing extremely well on these streams and on TikTok and on YouTube. They're doing extremely well, and the stress of it. So the question is, why isn't Kim protecting her daughter from media, mind, body, soul, spirit? Why is the morals continue to be questioned? Why? So when I saw it, remember I did a video, cenat got a follow by Kanye. He flipped out and he did a video. He was with Kevin Hart this month. And now famous people want to connect themselves to the famous streamers to stay relevant. And some of these famous streamers are probably like, this is an opportunity for a lifetime. It's their choice. This is an opportunity for a lifetime to meet somebody I always wanted to meet. Not knowing, baby, not knowing them famous people are using you for relevancy. And if they have a product that they want to sell or go out, they're utilizing you. The comments were kind of going in. Kai, what's up? Hey man, you don't realize that, the industry is trying to come at you, bro. You don't even realize, bro. You don't even realize they're trying to send in the big wigs to pull you in. Because A lot of the industry people are getting exposed. And what used to be is getting called out, and they can't do a lot of behind the scenes. So they have to look to these younger kids to put out that narrative that they want to put out. Sad but true. They're trying to recruit these other famous people to try and think about it. Think about award shows. Award shows now and award shows 15, 20 years ago. Think about certain concerts, the Beyoncés, what people have to say about Beyonce, alleged, what people had to say about Taylor Swift. I saw different clips. My mouth, I was like, oh my goodness. And some people say that they're putting it in people's faces. It's not just about people wearing dresses. So his friend spoke out. And he's happy to show the stream. He's happy to show it.
Everybody who literally made yesterday weird, you're being so weird, bro. Not gonna lie, everybody who made yesterday a weird thing, yo, you know we go, right? All right, bet, we good. Chat, everybody who made yesterday weird, here's the thing, okay? First things first, bro. I am North's favorite streamer, bro.
I'm sure he is.
So yesterday, all she wanted to do was meet me, bro. That was...
And he's a lot of people's favorite, for sure. But Kim is being called out for having adult entertain her child.
Bro,
why
I
not
have a whole bunch of parents
young famous people
whose daughters and sons would love to meet me, bro. And if I could, I would just meet everybody. You feel what I'm saying? We had a great time yesterday. Vlog drops tomorrow. The vlog drops tomorrow, bro. Other than that, I had fun. Ray met Kim Kardashian. I met Kim Kardashian. I have met North. She's great, bro. Like, she has a good group of friends around her. Like, everything was great, bro. Like, to everybody who literally...
And then there's videos that people are making out there trying to call North rude, which isn't cool. She's a kid. You know what I'm saying? She's a kid. But Kim knows what she's doing. Sad but true. But I got to end the video because I don't want I don't want this tablet to click out because I need to charge it. But don't forget, everyone, I've hit 1 million views for my page. I'm trying to get to 50K in the next 4 months. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, turn on your notification bell. That way, something's trending, I'll try and go viral. I've done 3 videos today. I'm exhausted. I was supposed to be asleep. I didn't take a nap. I saw this. I had to post about it. I saw the Krishan stuff. I had to post about it. But I thank everyone for being here. Focus on healthy, safe relationship. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Be blessed. Be around people that love and appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Everyone, goodbye.